This video is not financial advice. Welcome to Tracking My Bitcoin Portfolio, day 26. My Bitcoin is worth $26,882.80, which is down $59 since yesterday. I also added 779,055 Satoshis to my portfolio. Now I'm going to go into this comment. This person says, "Great video. I like that you're adding questions to the videos. Gives people another reason to watch." Thank you for your comment. I decided to start adding questions to kind of get people to think and try and have more complex discussions. Instead of me showing you the Bitcoin or the coin market cap and the highest assets ranked by market cap and saying kind of the same things, I want to kind of add more complexity, have more discussions, and just kind of make better content. Okay, but thank you for your comment. If you want to leave a comment, ask me anything, or if you disagree with me, just comment down below and I'll try my best to answer it in a video. Now I have something really interesting to show you guys. Take a look at this video from the Bitcoin 2026 conference. If you don't know, it's happening right now. So just watch this interesting video.
I'm thrilled to be out here. I started mining Bitcoin about 20 years ago when I was working in the intelligence community. Somewhere in some dumpster, there is a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of Bitcoin that's been mined. We threw it out, but here we are 20 years down the road. Now, all of us serving in Congress, I'm thrilled to be.
You hear that? So look at this guy. This guy, he's wearing a suit. He's got his hair done nice. He's on the Bitcoin stage. He's a congressman. So, you know, he's a congressman. He has a job within society, like a fairly good job. And here he is at a Bitcoin conference, and he has no idea what Bitcoin is. That's amazing. Let me show you. Let me just show you who he is. So this guy's a United States representative, and he has no idea how Bitcoin works. If you don't know, first of all, Bitcoin wasn't created 20 years ago. 20 years ago was 2006. Bitcoin wasn't a thing. And then, but that's not even the worst part. That's not even the worst part. He says that he owns fractions of a fraction of a Bitcoin. Okay, but if you are mining Bitcoin, let's say he got his timing wrong and he was mining Bitcoin in 2009, 2010, you would not own fractions of a Bitcoin. The block reward was like 50 Bitcoin, 25 Bitcoin. So here you have a guy lying to the audience. He is a complete liar, no idea what he's talking about, and he's at the Bitcoin conference. That's extremely annoying. Because he's a fake Bitcoiner. He's not a real Bitcoiner. I'm someone who actually went and watched a bunch of videos and actually tried to understand video. As soon as I saw this video, I realized instantly, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. Anyone who studies Bitcoin for longer than a week knows that that makes no sense. The statement that he just said makes no sense at all. And he's on the Bitcoin stage. Now, I would like to say this, that there is no representative of Bitcoin. I am not a spokesperson for Bitcoin. These people are not a spokesperson for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a decentralized ledger. It is cryptography. There is no spokesperson for Bitcoin. It is like the wheel. It is like fire. Like if I were to go and create a conference called the Fire Conference and nobody showed up, that doesn't mean that fire is useless. I am not the spokesperson for fire. I am not the spokesperson for the wheel. Okay, like Bitcoin is just cryptography. And so the Bitcoin conference is not a representation of Bitcoin. They are not the spokespeople for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is larger than a conference. You have to understand that these people, whenever you watch a Bitcoin conference and you see people like this that have no idea what they're talking about, you see scammers, you see bad actors, you see politicians, I want you to know they are not a representation of Bitcoin. The Bitcoin conference is not a representation of Bitcoin. You cannot represent a natural evolution within the universe, okay? Just like the wheel, okay? If there was a wheel conference, they are not a representation of the wheel, okay? So I just want you guys to know that whenever they have these conferences, there's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of politicians that don't know what they're talking about. They don't have a clue at all. This guy hasn't spent a day trying to understand what Bitcoin is. He's there in a suit. He's got his hair. Maybe he's good at talking. He's kind of going like this. Oh, I've been mining Bitcoin for 20 years. It's in a dumpster somewhere. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I would rather listen to someone that has messy hair, is kind of has like sweatpants on. Maybe they're an ugly person. I would rather listen to that person that actually knows what they're talking about than a guy wearing a suit that has no idea what he's talking about. Like, I'd rather listen to some guy with messy hair with glasses that just knows what's happening, okay? Than people that just pretend to know. I can't stand that. I can't stand people that just pretend to know what they're talking about, and they have no clue. Like, he says that he's mining fractions of a fraction of a fraction 20 years ago. That literally makes no sense at all, and anyone who has studied Bitcoin for more than 30 minutes knows that makes no sense at all. Like, as soon as I saw that clip, I was like, what? That literally makes no sense. So I'm just sorry. I'm kind of going off because like things like this, it just annoys me. Like, it just annoys me. And then you have this guy over here. He's like, oh, that's funny. Because this guy probably has, I don't even know who this guy is. He probably has no idea what's happening too. So annoying. I'm going to go into the question. In an apocalyptic event, does Bitcoin have value? Now, my opinion on this is no. Bitcoin doesn't have value, but I would like to clarify my position. So in an apocalyptic event, let's say that there's one person that uses Bitcoin in an apocalyptic event, and Bitcoin has value. I'm not talking about a small individual transaction. I'm talking about on a global scale. Like, does Bitcoin still have value in an apocalyptic event? And my opinion is no. The reason why I think it's no is because the only things that matter in an apocalyptic event are survival, and Bitcoin has no relation to survival in an apocalyptic event. Some things that would have value would be things that directly relate to your survival: weapons, medication, food, water, shelter. Other people become valuable. Things that directly relate to your survival because you are now in an apocalyptic event. Okay? So I know some of you may kind of be a little bit interested. Like, I'm so pro Bitcoin, but in an apocalyptic event, I think Bitcoin has no value because the foundations for a complex society have collapsed. Okay? Think of survival as a circle. Right now, it is a solved problem within our society, and we build infrastructure on top of that solved problem. But once you break the solved, once survival is no longer solved, everything collapses, and all the infrastructure built on top of the solved survival collapses. Okay. Now I'm gonna go and I'll show you Gemini's answer. Bitcoin remains a functional store of value as long as the internet and power grid persist, though it effectively becomes a digital ghost if the infrastructure required to access the network is permanently destroyed. Okay, so when I show you Gemini's answer, I am not showing you the AI's answer to say this is the correct answer. Okay, I'm just showing you what the AI said. This is just a language model. It cannot think. It just string words together. So I don't want you to assume that because the AI said something that that's the answer. Okay, I'm just showing you kind of what the AI said, but I'm not saying that this is right. This is the correct answer. That's what AI said, because at the end of the day, it's just stringing words together to make a sentence. It can't even think. And it gives a pretty terrible answer. Look at this. Bitcoin remains a functional store of value as long as the internet and power grid persist. Okay. The question is, in an apocalyptic event, do you think that the internet and the power grid are going to persist in an apocalyptic event. And even if it does, okay, the only thing that matters in an apocalyptic event is your survival. So why would it be a store of value if everyone is only valuing their survival, only things that directly relate to your survival? Food, water, medication, shelter, weapons, other people, things that help them survive. So here is Gemini giving a pretty stupid answer. That, like, in my opinion, if you guys disagree with that, you can comment down below. But that's, in my opinion, that's a terrible answer. But now I'm gonna go into the another question. In an apocalyptic event, does gold have value? Now, this is a little bit different because gold is a physical alternative rather than Bitcoin being a digital alternative. And obviously, in an apocalyptic event, a physical alternative surely should do better, okay? It has no value, in my opinion. So the reason why I think gold has no value is because it doesn't directly relate to your survival. Now, so I'm talking about on a global scale. Is it possible for there to be one person that buys something with a gold coin within an apocalyptic event and it has value in that moment in time? Sure, but I'm not talking about an individual basis. I'm talking about a global scale. In an apocalyptic event, does gold have value? Is it a store of value? Still, my answer is no, is because gold does not directly relate to your survival. It's just a metal bar. It has no value at all because it doesn't help you survive. You can't eat gold. You can't use gold as a weapon in most cases. So it's just a gold rock. Okay, but if you disagree with that, you can comment down below. I'm of the opinion that only things that directly relate to your survival is what has value in an apocalyptic event, because that's the only thing that matters in an apocalyptic event is your survival. Okay, now I'm going to go into this question. What does have value in an apocalyptic event? I kind of already went over this, but things that directly relate to your survival. So food, water, shelter, medication, weapons to protect yourself or to hunt, and also other people. Other people become valuable because they have maybe particular skills. Maybe someone's trained in like first aid or knows how to sew, like things like that. Like other people become valuable. You're stronger in a group. So that's my opinion. It's something to think about, because I'm always about trying to understand, like, where does value go? What is valuable in certain situations? It's always good to just dig deeper. Like this channel isn't just about oh, Bitcoin is going up. Like, look at this chart. Is Bitcoin going to reach $1 million? Like, I'm trying to investigate, go deeper. What is value? Like, if this specific event happens, what is valuable? This isn't just like a price prediction. Oh, Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million. See you tomorrow. It's not what I'm about. Okay, now I'm going to go into how much money I made from my chess YouTube channel on April 27th, $3.63. So I'm going to keep on making chess videos, and hopefully one day I'll be able to make more money, but no guarantees. It's pretty difficult making money off of YouTube. It's incredibly difficult. Now I'm going to go into the eligibility for monetizing this channel. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm at 91. So I'm slowly making progress here. Slowly making progress. Eventually I'll get to 100, 500, and then 1,000, monetize this channel, and then indirectly monetize my Bitcoin that I have in cold storage. I don't really have anything else to say for today. If you disagree with me, comment anything. If you want to ask me a question, comment anything, and I'll try and answer it as best as I can in a video. But I don't really have anything else to say for today. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.